saying, wait a minute, this is not right. Sort of judging the book not by the quality of the writing, but because of the content. Like they didn't like, what her life choices. They didn't like her
Mhm.
life choices. Never mind that she was turning that into art and exploring it, but they were really attacking her, her just the choices she had made. And they never do that with men,
Yeah, they don't. Yeah,
no.
they don't.
A- And so it's just really scary and unfortunate. And all we can do is keep fighting back. I mean, that's all we can do is just, yeah,
Keep fighting back and then keep believing in ourselves. Thank goodness there are a lot of really wonderful people in the world, guys and girls, that put out different content to help each other. I love that. It's something that I think if because we can't rely on government anymore, really, we can't rely on corporations or anybody to take care of us. We have to do it ourselves. I think there's so much going on that people discriminate so rampantly, which is ridiculous because we're all the same. Um,
yeah,
I think that if we one by one just team up together in the world we can touch, then we can lift up our little community, and then by then it'll grow, and pretty soon the others will fade away if we ignore it because they won't be important to us because we have
yeah,
we're shining here. So we need to
yeah.
just keep shining and help each other shine, right?
I like that idea. Yeah, help each other shine. Yes, because women are powerful. We're really
Yeah.
strong. And as a force, we really could be a force to be reckoned with.
Hmm.
And we can just mow those men down.
Yeah, especially with our pocketbooks. You know, if
Yeah,
you don't like
yeah,
something, don't buy it,
yeah,
right? That's
exactly.
how
Yeah,
we can change the
absolutely.
world.
Yeah,
Make the
yeah,
companies do something that's right rather
yeah.
than because they're all after corporate greed. They're all after
I know.
capitalism, right? So
Yeah. Well, that and at the voting booth,
that too, yeah, definitely.
both of
Although
them.
hopefully it'll still be there.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a question too. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so scary.
I think it will. I'm very optimistic that we'll be
Yeah,
fine. I think that honestly, there have been so much discrimination our whole through years of my lives, right? All these different changes, even when it was politely in the closet, it was still there. I remember when I was little, my grandparents lived in Baldwin Hills, and people would come by on the way to church and talk to my grandfather because we were always out front gardening, and he had beautiful camellias. But the women were dressed in these beautiful suits for church, and the men were all dressed up. And it dawned on me when I was like 3 or 4 that they had to try harder for the same kind of respect. And I thought that was wrong then. Yeah, and although they looked beautiful and they became my idols because they were dressed so well and they smelled so good, but um, it wasn't right. And so now, even though we're in this horrible mess right now, somebody ripped the band-aid off and it showed what the scab is. And we've got to just heal that because it
yeah,
was always there. We just didn't talk about it before. So it's
right.
ugly, but I think we'll get through it. We just had to see it in order to be able to heal it. And there's enough people that are good people that are banding together to heal it because we are all the same and we need to support each other. I live in Los Angeles, which is very diverse, and I was raised in diversity, so I'm really lucky in that way. Other
Yeah,
people weren't. Other people were raised in uh, places like go to church where they're taught a certain thing. So as babies, they're taught to think a certain
right.
way. So can we judge them? Not really. So really, the only way to open mindset is through education and conversation, right?
Exactly. Yeah, no, I think that's true. And, I mean, like podcasts like yours, I mean, that, to have a really open and honest discussion, I mean, that helps move sort of the narrative forward as well.
Hmm. Yeah. So hopefully we'll be fine with that. So what
Yeah.
else are you working on?
So, right now this is sort of funny because like I've written, like 250-page memoirs. I've written this, personal essays that are about, you know, anywhere from 10 to 20 pages or so. And now I have this flash book. But what I'm trying to figure out how to write, because I absolutely don't know how to do it, are like more journalistic articles.
Oh,
Like I absolutely cannot figure out how to do that. And it frustrates me. I mean, I've written a few, but they're sort of, I don't know, hit and miss. And so, the kind of articles that you would see, say, on HuffPost, stuff
uh-huh.
like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to do that. And I'm trying to teach myself how to write those
Just keep
articles.
thinking like that old show on I forget what it's called, but he said, just the facts, ma'am.
Yeah, right.
Keep thinking
Pretty
just the
much.
facts,
I know.
ma'am.
See, that's what gets me sort of stumped because I'm so used to writing sort of metaphorically and going deep into something. And when you have these sort of shortish articles, you can't do that.
Mhm.
And so it's like it's really a different way of thinking.
Mm.
And it's really hard. I
Oh
have to sort
yeah.
of I have to sort of untrain myself, at least momentarily, to fig like, and so I've been reading a lot of them, trying to figure how did they do that? And so that's what I'm trying to do because I'm sort of taking a break from writing another long book. But I need to write. I mean, I need to be doing something
Mm.
that's creative. So, and that's one thing that I absolutely have not figured out how to do.
Is there a topic
So,
that you're doing? Is there a reason you're doing